everybody. I am so sorry that it's so late today. I always try to do these right on time and show up, but I am literally like getting the book to the last stages. So we've had to kind of really sacrifice little fun things like this. But here we are, and we're going to talk about anxiety versus intuition, right? What is the difference, and how do you know the difference? This was a great question that someone put on my Facebook when I asked the question. So I really wanted to talk about this. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Jerry. Too bad we're not seeing you tonight, Jerry. Hi, Julie. Hi, Tina. Hello. All right. So here's the thing. Hi, everybody. Nice to see everybody coming in. Anxiety versus intuition. Now, sometimes when you are tuning in, when your intuition is kicking in, you may feel symptoms of anxiety, right? So what is that anxiety? What is that physical responses? Your heart may race, right? You feel your heart pounding. Maybe your breath gets a little more shallow, and you start to feel a sense of panic in a way, right? A sense of panic. Those are things that happen when we're anxious and when our intuitive senses are kicking in. So both of those are physiological responses. So how do you know which is which? When you're anxious, your thoughts will be of the negative. Your thoughts will be repeating themselves, almost like a tape recorder playing over and over. They will become obsessive to you. You can't let them go. And you know it's anxiety driven because they tend to be negative thoughts. They're not positive thoughts, right? Like you're not going to have anxiety around something that feels really good as much as you will around something that is fearful, pushes you outside your comfort zone, something you're not sure how it's going to work out. And that anxiety can really wreak havoc on your life, as most of you know. I deal with it myself a lot. And it is when we're in that stage of worrying about the future, when something hasn't happened. How's it going to play out? Does this person like me? Am I going to get that job? Is this going to go through? Am I getting the raise? Am I getting thrown out of my house? Is my marriage falling apart? Right? I'm anxious just mentioning those things. So intuition, how do you know if those physiological responses are coming from your intuition? All right? The intuition, it pops in. It doesn't percolate. Anxiety percolates. It kind of comes in, it seeps itself in. You know it because it seeps in. It doesn't pop in. You don't pop in and go, oh my God, I'm so worried about this. It starts to, I'm worried about it. Oh, and it starts to rise. Intuition will pop in. It's a random thought or feeling, an image. It's almost inspirational. And when you sense spirit around you, okay? So when you sense a loved one stepping in or someone else's loved one, whether you realize it or not, you may physiologically feel a little anxious symptomatic, because they're in your aura, they're in your energy field, so your vibration is naturally rising. Again, so these systematic things, it's interesting. I don't know if most of you know this, but between being nervous and excited, okay, so nervous, all-out nervousness and all-out excitedness, your body reacts exactly the same. Scientifically, physiologically, the body doesn't know the difference. It's the mind that determines the difference. Anxiety can be fed the same way. So intuition will just pop in, okay? It just pops in, and you may feel a little, oh, I wonder if this is right. Oh, I wonder if that's there. Oh, someone's close to me. But the excitement, it's a raising up of emotion, right? It's not a negative emotion. It's more of a raising up. Anxiety is when it's more cranking in your head over and over, obsessive thoughts repeating themselves. How's it gonna go? How's it gonna do? What am I gonna do? So if you're in a situation where you're giving advice to someone or doing a reading, and you're worried about, oh my goodness, I don't want to read from my mind. Ask yourself, is this coming in inspirationally? Is it just coming in and without you even having time to really think? Or is it like worry, think, oh my goodness, da-da-da-da, and then delivering it? That's what will help to kind of determine the difference between the two. So even though you're intuitive, you can still be dealing with anxiety. So, but when you are dealing with anxiety, just overall, when you're dealing with it, when it's a part of your life, couple things, you gotta nip it in the bud. You gotta keep it at bay. It really is a conscientious effort. You can't just ask it to go away and expect it to. Use your breath, right? Use your breath. A lot of times, let me just take you through real quick. I have a client coming in, but let me take you through something real quick as to what I do. Because, I deal with it too. So even though I have these intuitive hits and these messages come in, I deal with anxiety as well. When I'm anxious about something, you know what? I kind of go inside my mind, my mind's eye, and I soothe myself like a baby. I just say to myself, Colby, it's okay. Use your breath. It's all going to be okay. You got this. You'll be all right. Don't worry about it. It's all going to work out the way it's supposed to. Slow your breath up. Stop worrying about what you can't control. Honestly, kind of talking to yourself like that, nurturing yourself, will absolutely help ease that anxiety. Of course, there's other things you can do. Just kind of watch those caffeine intakes. Make sure you're getting the sleep you need, preparing for sleep properly. Try not to read news and negative things quite as much to kind of help relax you. All of these things done, okay? All of these things. But with your intuition, you can nurture and nourish that as well. Let yourself practice. Let yourself play. I've got a ton of blog stuff on it that you can read about to let yourself play. Can you have intuition and anxiety? Absolutely you can. Absolutely. But if you are in a vibration of true intuition, in that moment of true intuition, that anxiety isn't creeping in. The anxiety is not creeping in because the anxiety comes from your logical mind, not your creative mind. So intuitiveness comes from the right side, your creativeness, okay, your imagination. In that space, there is no anxiety. What happens is you're letting your left side creep in. You're letting your left side be a little bit of a stalker to the right side, creating that anxiety. So anyhow, I do hope that helps, right? I do know, it's tough to deal with it all. So I hope that helps. You guys, 1 week to go. Next Thursday, Lisa Williams will be in LA. It is so exciting. I can't wait to have her here. You gotta come out to our event Friday night. You don't want to miss her. I mean, she's incredible. She's gonna be working with James Von Prague after she works with me. Just kidding. But anyhow, you gotta come out and catch us right at the El Portal Theater. The tickets are right on my Facebook event. You can't miss it. You gotta come out. And I've got my new book, you guys. I am working so hard to get this out as quickly as I can. I really hope I did you justice with it. I put on Facebook questions. I went through each of those questions and said, is that in the book? Did I include that? Did I add that? And I really, really made this effort to make sure it was all encompassing as much as you can, trying to convey this beautiful miracle that we call work into words. Anyhow, lots of love, you guys. Remember to share, especially if you know someone that you feel they're intuitive or you feel they're dealing with anxiety or it's both. Share this, get it out there. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, guys. Jacqueline, I'm coming to you next April, so you've got to come back. Lots of love. Thank you. Remember to shine your light and shine it bright. Bye, everybody.